what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. All my life I've been waiting. Tonight there'll be no hesitating, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. Stars appear and shadows falling. You can hear my heart calling. A little bit of loving makes everything right. I'm gonna see my baby tonight. Oh my love, oh my kissing. You don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. Da 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 da, oh boy, da 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 da, oh boy, da 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 da. Oh my love, oh my kissing, you don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. All my life I've been waiting. Tonight there'll be no hesitating, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me. Stars appear and shadows falling. You can hear my heart calling. A little bit of loving makes everything right. I'm gonna see my baby tonight. Oh my love, oh my kissing. You don't know what you've been missing, oh boy. When you're with me, oh boy, the world will see that you were meant for me.
Dripping like gold, you got me so wild. Dripping like gold, I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. Dripping like gold, you got me so wild. I'm out of control. I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. Dripping like gold, you got me so wild. I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. Dripping like gold, dripping like gold. I'm a queen, I'm a queen, I'm a queen. Dripping like gold.
Just a quick update on the old table. Done all the mortise and tenon joints. Don't come out too bad. I haven't glued it. So you can see here, look, this is the original outside of the post, which I'm going to keep. It's part of the history. There's the back of the actual top of the table. And that's the outside of the post there, which is quite nice to keep, really. For a good old story to tell your grandchildren. Right, you saw me cutting the old copper tube a minute ago. This is going to go underneath and brace it all together. Probably doesn't need bracing, but it's a bit decorative. So I just got a T-pipe there, drill in with the old hole saw, glue it in, tickety-boo. Anyway, I'll catch you in a bit.
They think you're a dog. Some say that I'm blind. And the biggest mistake, you think that I'm right. But I wore back out of revenge. And the tears I cry, I hold not behind my back. I pull back to black. I just wanna say goodbye, my love. Tell me the reason why you're acting like a fool. Such a strange reason you wanted me to know. There you are, I hear the door lock. I'm tired, don't let me. I tried, don't judge me. All I know's no remorse. All lies get what they deserve.
In the arms of a lover, in the arms of your son. You lay your head heavy, you're not the only one. Why sit through a while, won't you rest yourself? You know it ain't such a shame to have lost yourself. You know it ain't such a shame to have lost yourself.
Right, so welcome back. So it's all ready for the first epoxy seal coat. I've wrapped it around with shrink wrap to hopefully keep the epoxy off the legs. I'm going to also run a bead of silicone along the underside of the table. That will hopefully act as a drip so it won't go back into the table onto the legs. So let's see how we get on, shall we? Bye.
On a winter's night when everything is new.
Okie dokie, welcome back. What do you think then? Looks alright, doesn't it? But it's not. I'm afraid when I put the first coat on, so if you can pick that up, you can see all these imperfections. I put the first coat on too thick, so it seeps into the wood and the bubbles never stop coming up. I kept torching it to burst the bubbles, but as I've checked on YouTube now, you're only meant to put a thin coat on the first one. So really, I shouldn't have put this second coat on, so I'm afraid I'm gonna have to strip this off and start again. Nightmare. Never mind, I'll catch you in a bit. Alright, welcome back everybody. Yeah, bad news, isn't it? But I couldn't leave it like that. It would have played on my mind, all the air bubbles in there. So it's my first go at doing a flood coat with epoxy resin, so it's lesson learnt. Do not put a seal coat on too thick. Anybody watching this, you know. The idea of the seal coat is obviously what it says to seal it. I put it on too thick, so it kept on sinking into the wood. The air kept coming up, even though I got rid of most of the bubbles with the torch gun. They just kept coming up anyway, so that's the wrong way to do it. So I shouldn't have really put the second coat on, but I did. A lot of things in life you shouldn't do, but you end up doing it. You know, you can't get everything right. So what I'm going to have now is a sand off. I've got my trusty, I've had this from an early age, belt sander. They've all got 80 grit on. This is an orbital sander I bought from Screwfix. 25 quid. With the belt sander on this one, you can put the extractor on it, or Hoover, in my case. Or, the third one, you've got my trusty cordless grinder. I think personally this is going to be the quickest, but it's going to be the dustiest. So let's see how we get on anyway. So I'll spin the camera around and film a tiny bit, and then we'll start again. See you in a bit. Right, welcome back to the nightmare. This epoxy resin is so hard to get off. What a mistake to make, but there we go. I could have left it, but I couldn't live with it. So lesson learned for anybody having a go at doing a flood coat. Make sure you put the first seal coat on very thin. Don't put it on like, or knock too much resin up, put it all on and then turn into a nightmare. Never mind. Anyway, this grinder is the best for getting it off, but you need this dust protector on, you know, the Air Shield Pro. The belt sander is not too bad because you can use an extractor on it. The orbital sander, just will chuck in the bin. So what I'm going to have to do is wait for, wait till the weekend, I suppose, and get it outside and do it because it's way too dusty anyway. There we go, that's life. So I'll catch you on my next clip. Bye. Right, so it's all good to go again. Took a bit of sanding down. Second time lucky. What have I done different this time? I've chopped the legs up with some little packers so the resin doesn't run underneath and go on the bottom of the legs. Put a bit of duct-in tape around the bottom. Still put the silicone bead round. That seemed to work pretty good the first time. So I'm not going to film the first two coats. If it all goes well, I'll film the flood coat. All right, catch you later. So, finally finished it. It's taken about 3 weeks, maybe more. Started in between Christmas and New Year. Had a bit of a mishap with the old epoxy resin, but first time I've done it. So you're going to make a few mistakes, and this is not perfect, but it's pretty good for a second attempt. Yeah, so if you like it, dink the light's probably the best thing I've done. From an old oak post to this, you know. Yeah, give it a like. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. That'd be very nice. Anyway, so you got your coffee table, right? You got your coffee, which is going cold. So I've taken so long doing this video, and a bit of cake. What the wife made. Ooh, a bit sweet in it. I prefer flan.